Hey you all, in this video I'm going to be talking about or showing you all some jobs that have been reaching out to me since I posted my RN resume over on Indeed. Now I did this a few weeks ago, so I got my license. I took NCLEX. Hold on y'all, I'm like kind of stuffy. I took NCLEX in July. (2022). Passed my NCLEX, became an RN in July, and I posted my resume on Indeed. I updated my resume and posted it on Indeed in this year, January. January 2023. It took me a while, about 6 months, to go ahead and post my resume. And so I've been getting a lot of jobs reaching out to me. And of course now, since I'm done picking up nursing shifts, I'm like, let me just look and see if I can entertain any of these jobs and kind of what I think about it, and we could talk about it. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the jobs. What jobs have been coming out to you since you put your RN or your LPN license? Any jobs in this video kind of point out to you? Anything I say in the video you're like, oh no, that's not how it works, this is how it usually is? Let me know in the comment section. Let us all know in the comment section. Also, if you like these videos, let me know, because I might do it for like other states. I think that'd be fun to do it for a few other states and look at what kind of job openings are out there and learn more about different certifications you can get as an RN so that you can make more money and do less patient care. So I'll do more videos about that too. Let's look at this first one. It says this is Yes Care. It's a correctional. Healthcare is not just a job, it's calling. Okay, so this is corrections nurse. So by choosing career, blah, 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 makes a difference. Full-time and PRN. So I'm really, when I was looking for jobs, I was looking for PRN. I just feel like that'd be better for me because I'm not trying to be nowhere for any time longer than that. So let's see. All you need is CPR, registered nurse, knowledge, da, da, da. So yeah, no other things, background check, drug tests, all that. So they said they have tuition reimbursement, employee discount and rewards program. And of course, it's only applicable to full-time employees, which I don't want to be. So really, I'm gonna have to do a separate video talking about this. But for me, unless money has to be the biggest thing for me when I work somewhere, because I'm gonna have to do a separate video about that. But anyways, looking for a change. This is Dialysis. Our RNs work 10 to 12 hour shifts, 3 to 4 days a week, and our clinics open from 5 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Pay is based off experience, and some locations offer a $10,000 bonus. So what I like about this is I like the 10 to 12 hour shifts, and I actually like starting work at 5 o'clock, just getting it out the way. And I like the Monday through Saturday schedule, because what I could do is I could work, what do you call it? Like I could work Friday, Saturday, and Monday and be done, and just be done for the rest of the week. So I would be okay with that. Or I could work like Friday, Saturday, Tuesday, something like that, like a day my kids are going to be at school. But of course, I'm not doing this. But it says 3 to 4 days a week. So I guess if you do a 12-hour shift, you work 3 days a week. So this is good. Like if you have kids, maybe your kids are at school for one day, and that could be a day you work a 10-hour shift, or that could be a day you work a 12-hour shift and you have somebody pick up your kids or something like that. But the fact that it starts at 5, so you working from 5 to 5, like that's good, because you can still get out in time to be with your kids at night when they get out of school. So say your kids got out of school like at 4, 3:30, 4 o'clock, I don't know. You can have somebody get the kids, or they can be an aftercare or something. Then you come home and have dinner already ready or something prepped already, and you good. So I like that option. That's a really good option. Especially because if I were to be working right now, I would have to work around my husband's work schedule. So that would work for me to be able to have the option of having somebody pick them up from school. And they're only with my kids for they're only with my kids for a few hours versus being with them for like 4 or 5 hours. They're only with them for like 2 hours. Like maybe even if I get off at 5, I pick up the kids like around 7 or something. And they pick up my kids from school like at 4. That's still 3 hours with the kids. Yes, that's 3 hours. But a person can get off of work, go home, take a shower, you know, kind of clean up the house a little bit or get the food prepped a little bit, then go pick up the kids. Like, you have those options if you want to work a shift like this. So I think dialysis can really fit a person's schedule when you have children. And even if you want to work, like have another side job or something else, like with this schedule, like this would actually be good. And dialysis nurses make a good amount of money, and it's not as much on them physically, and it's not as much on dialysis nurses. Like, I mean, of course, you're dealing with patients who might not want to have dialysis that day. You have to see acute changes in a patient who's on dialysis. If you do not know what dialysis is, basically, these are people who are having some type of issues with their kidneys, like very end stage issues with their kidneys. And if they do not get onto a machine that filters their blood and replaces their blood back into their body, if they don't get on a machine that does that at least 3 times out the week, then they are not going to be able to live, because their kidneys are no longer filtering their blood, so their body can be built up with toxins and all these things that your body needs to excrete. Instead, it has to be dialyzed, however you say it. And the dialysis nurse will monitor the patient while they're on the machine, giving them like pain medications, if that's permissible, or any other medications, as well as just monitoring for any changes, because a lot can change in a person when you are dealing with a person's changing their fluids, so their electrolytes and anything that have to do with fluid shifts and changes in a person can cause even more issues. So a lot of patients from dialysis will get sent directly to the hospital. Like, that happens, I would say, more often than not. I'm not a dialysis nurse, but just working in long-term care facilities, I've heard of a lot of patients. You'd be like, where is your patient? Weren't they in dialysis? Why is it taking so long for them to come back? And then you call dialysis. They're like, oh, yeah, we had to send them to the hospital. And, of course, you'd be like, why didn't y'all call us to let us know? Like, y'all know that he live here. Like, but anyways, but a lot of times that happens. The patient, I don't know what it is. Like I said, I'm not a dialysis nurse, but something happens when that fluid is being changed, and the patient, usually like the blood pressure, something's happened with the blood pressure, and you have to send that patient to the hospital right away. And a lot of times dialysis centers are in hospitals, from what I've seen, and they are separate from the hospital. So the hospital is not the one that's actually doing the dialysis. They're contracting someone to come in to do the dialysis, a whole company to come in to do dialysis. And then if something were to happen to the patient, they can send them straight back out, into the hospital. Or if they're just there and they're having to get dialysis while they're at the hospital, then it's right there. It's convenient. But the hospital does not have to have a whole dialysis, thing going on and have to deal with that. Some hospitals do, but sometimes they'll get DaVita, and DaVita can also have their own freestanding, freestanding facilities as well to dialyze patients. But it just all depends. And that's, dialysis probably is bank. I had a good teacher who was a dialysis nurse, and she was really, really, really smart and knowledgeable on this, and very meticulous about how she took care of patients. And it seems like it was easier for her to do that when you are working with dialysis patients, because it's not holistic care. You're there focusing on the fact that they're getting dialysis. Now, of course, you're going to be looking at other things. There's other social economic things that happen. Some patients, they're coming from facilities, they might not even have a coat on, or they're just completely wet the whole time, or they didn't eat that morning for breakfast because the facility didn't get anything. Or, these patients might have a lot of issues going on in their home life, even if their home life is in a nursing home. So I can imagine, as a dialysis nurse, you are dealing with some of the social issues of nursing, which can be very big, and it can be a huge barrier to your ability to take care of somebody. But I don't know if it's on a higher or lower level compared to a nursing home. I don't know. I start talking about dialysis a lot. But anyways, they give a lot of benefits, and I like the fact that you can be full-time and only work 3 days a week. Like, to me, that's bad. And you get off at 5 o'clock, child. So yeah, dialysis would definitely be on there for me. So let's see what this other place is. So Stepping Stones Group. This is a registered nurse. Oh, it's for school. Okay. School nurse. So it'll be from August 2022. Wait, what? Why y'all looking for nurses now? Oh, I guess I just don't have nurses for this part of the year. Okay, anyways. So it'll end in May. So it says Monday to Friday. Some nurses like to do this so they can be on their kids' schedule. let's see, the position, and they can have weekends off, requires for the candidates to be okay with levels of special education, medically fragile children from pre-K to 12. Oh, this is cool. I like this. I would honestly do this if I could just be a school nurse, like PRN, and like if the school nurse needs to take a vacation, I'll just come in and help them out. I would do that. I would legit do that. I know, of course, with school nursing, it probably is a lot of social issues that are there. I've heard one school nurse, she was like, it was a lot with us with COVID, just getting everything on board with, I think it was like paperwork that had to be filled out between the students and the parents, and just trying to get everybody up to date on everything. She said that was a lot, as a school nurse. But she said also, like, if a student patient is like has asthma, you have to get the asthma like action plan. When you learned about freaking asthma, what is it? Let me look it up. Asthma action plan. Like, the parents are supposed to be filling this out and bringing it to the school so they know what the action plan is, and the peak flow and all that jazz. And let's see, that way that the nurse, can I get this? No, I don't want to download it. Oh God, no. Well, anyways, this is what it looks like. It's like a thing that you're saying, okay, if my peak flow is at this amount, then we're going to do this. I'm going to take my rescue inhaler. Or if I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this when this happens. Basically, it's an action plan to say, okay, if I'm already having issues today and I take my rescue inhaler and nothing happens within whatever amount of time, what am I going to do next? And then when am I going to go to the hospital? So having this action plan on file is what the school needs to have. They need to show if a child has an asthma attack at their school, or something happens with them in that school, or the child who has asthma comes to the school and the school nurse and says, hey, I'm having trouble breathing. What is our next thing? Now, that school nurse might already know, okay, I'm going to do this. They might never look at the freaking action plan. But if something were to happen, best believe they're going to be like, where the action plan at? If something was to really happen to that child while they're at school and nobody didn't do this, or this didn't happen, or the nurse didn't document that at this time we gave this and this is what happened, resulted, da. So you need this. So she was saying that it was so hard to get the parents just to do this simple action plan. She's like, the kid can't even come to school because the parent has not done this yet. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But also, you just never know. And that's the thing with school nursing. I feel like it'd be really great to see kids growing up, and you're helping them out, and maybe you're actually, especially if school nurses did more like that. School nurses should come out and do like little, I don't know, have like some little something throughout the day, or have like a little bulletin board of like healthy stuff, and I don't know, something. But maybe school nurses do more. I'm sorry. But I would be like the school nurses, like, everybody know who I am, even if you never go to the nurse. I'm like, oh, I go to school nurse. Anyways, but I freaking lost my train of thought. But I would say school nursing would probably be cool just to see what it's like. I would think they'd be cool to see the kids growing up, and you're able to help them through certain things. And I just like the idea of that, where's my internet? Okay. So it's probably not paying a lot, honestly. And, I meant to say the dialysis nurses get paid pretty good. Probably like, yeah, I would do that because it's good money, y'all. It's good money. And they're not doing a whole lot physically. We offer competitive compensation packages. Okay, I don't know. Professional development allowances, referral bonuses, and more. It's probably good schedule, especially if you don't want to work weekends. I am okay with working weekends. Okay, so this would be like legit my go-to job. Like, once I get more experience, I guess. Is for me to become, for me to become a nurse auditor. Like, that's something I might be interested in doing, just learning more about, especially because you can do it remotely, y'all. And look at the pay. Pretty decent pay, no patient care. Like, this is your way of dealing with facilities and dealing with what's going on. But there's some more training that I would have to get. And this is like based out in Florida. Claims review nurse. So it says, hold on, let me pull y'all out a little bit. So claims, I know I could have did like a screen something something. They said this job expired, but I still want to kind of show y'all because I have gotten a few. Yeah. So it says 5 years of healthcare experience. Oh, this 2 years of coding. That's what you need. Coding or auditing experience across multiple specialties. And someone was telling me that I should get my coding license as a nurse. And this was some years ago. Let's see, any more certification, certified fraud examiner. Oh, so you're dealing with trying to see, going through records and trying to see if there's any way the facility can get some money. If anybody did anything wrong with some paperwork and the facility can recoup on some money they lost. Shoot, let's see. I like this because it's like you're sifting through stuff, trying to figure out what's wrong. And I like doing stuff like that. Sifting through to see what people did wrong or what needs to be corrected, finding all the mistakes. Like, I like that type of stuff. Let's see, or finding like abnormalities in something. So this is Maxim. I already know they don't pay too much. It's home health care. Yeah, 1-to-1 patient ratio. This is really good. I think home health honestly is good for people who do not want to have to do a whole lot of physical, people who do not like to supervise others, or maybe they really, really enjoy working by themselves. Individuals who are okay with like very consistent same day routines when it comes to taking care of somebody. Of course, things can change, y'all. It's a reason why you're there, because if something changed, they need you to do something. But for the most part, consistent care. If you also like to build relationships, you're there. You want to do something for like a long amount of time, meaning like 6 months, a year, even years. Home health can be very, very rewarding, I believe. And especially if you're, like I said, maybe you're older, even you're younger, you're new to the field, maybe you got into the field, you left out for a little bit, you want to ease your way back in. Home health might be the way, especially if, like I said, you like to build those relationships with clients and their families, and you just like to be somewhere consistent with somebody, and you like to get that one-on-one, like really good care one-on-one. Home health could definitely be something for you, especially if you want to do peds, because for some reason, like, they let a lot of new nurses and also LPNs do pediatric care. So if you're an LPN and you want to do pediatric care, definitely start at home health. There's a lot of opportunities for LPNs in home health. With peds, it's a great way to get that experience, build some type of rapport with families, and just understanding nursing from a different side, if you're okay with being in somebody's house. So they have part-time and full-time. I actually started to fill out an application. This is why. Okay, so when did I start filling out the application? I don't know when. I'm gonna have to let y'all know, like, give you a date of when I actually put my RN license, my RN, what do you call it, on Indeed. Now let's see, this is Apollo. Made me think about, what's that show? Real Housewives? Child. Apollo Medical is a locally owned home health agency, so case manager. So the RNs, what they can do is they can put in basically do like intake for the patient, getting all of their information in there. Oh damn, they paying good. Can I do this part-time? Let me see, because I can do some intake now. I can do a full assessment, get all the health information, everything we need to know. Okay, so it says registered nurse case manager. Basically, that's what they're doing. They're getting everything down for the patient. A new patient comes in, they get all the information they need, all the health stuff. They write up the care plan, do all that jazz, and they basically create the plan of care for the patient, and based on their assessment and working with, the team and whatnot, therapy, the doctor, whatever you got to do, whoever you got to work with, getting it all down, when they're going to get their showers, when are we going to come in and do this visit, That nurse does all of that, and usually registered nurses are the ones who are the case managers. So it says benefits, you get paid holiday, iPad, and supplies for patient visits. Is that a benefit? Like, the fact that you give me stuff that I need to take care of people that you're paying me to take care of. Okay, child, let me stop. Company outings, bonus opportunities, and paid mileage. Okay, cool. Let's see. Yep. So it says that we are looking for compassionate RNs to work one-on-one with our patients in their home environment. Case management involves creating plans of care for patients and following physician orders that lead to outcomes of increased patient independence and satisfaction. So that's what you're doing. You're looking at that full patient using your knowledge as a nurse. Okay, if this patient has diabetes, okay, I know that we're going to have to be more meticulous about their skincare. Every time I come to see them, I'm going to be looking at their feet. I'm going to be looking at this. I'm going to be asking them, what kind of socks do you wear? Do you wear shoes around the house? I'm going to be asking, you're going to be asking certain questions to that patient. And getting all that in, looking at everything. Are we doing everything that needs to be done so we can get paid, so this patient can stay alive for as long as possible? They ain't got to keep going to the hospital, because the thing with home health, once that patient goes to the hospital, no one's getting paid. No one. So the RN, that nurse's role of being the one who is managing the care of the patient, is very important, because we want to keep our patients in the house. Nursing home patients, we want to keep them in the nursing home. Everybody's trying to do everything they can to keep their patients out of the hospital so they can keep their money. So what this case manager is doing is creating some type of plan of care based on what this patient may need and what they have needed in the past, so that we can protect this patient and keep them at home. And we want to keep our patients at home anyways. They're usually the safest and happiest and most fulfilled at home. But things happen. Sometimes they have to go into a facility. Sometimes they want to. So it's minimum of 2 years experience, with the preference for 2 years as an acute or post-acute care setting. So that makes sense. I could probably get this job with my LPN experience, and I know I could talk my way into getting a job like this, because it seems like this is something I would do. Because this is what you do in the nursing homes when you do your what do you call it, admissions for a patient, and you do the plan of care. Like, you're looking at everything about that person. So the pay is $65,000 to $80,000. I'll put on the, I don't know, how much was that a year? Salary. Don't they have a salary to hourly calculator? Salary to hourly. There we go. Psh, psh. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, let's see. Let's see what they got. I know I could have did like a screen catcher and showed y'all this, but I don't like to record and then have to put my voice over. It's just too much. So we just doing this live. Salary to hourly calculator. So what I say, 65 or 68? Oh shit. 65 or 68? Huh? 65 or 68? Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like trying to delete stuff. What am I looking for? Okay. So, yeah, 65 to 80. So let's look at the calculator. 65. Oh, crap. Yeah, I'm teaching my daughter how to read. 65,000. I guess it's 40 hours a week. 40 hours a week. Okay, calculate. Monthly wage. What? Weekly wage. What? Hourly wage. Oh, 65. Yeah, so I thought $65. Really? Y'all not let me put a comma in here? Maybe I should just not put anything. I should just put the full number. Okay, so 31 an hour. So between 31 to 31 to 38 an hour. That's pretty good, actually. I think that'd be good. I would do like, maybe I would ask for about 35. I really would ask for more, honestly, because 35, I was making more than that as an LPN. So this is why sometimes it'd be hard for me to do stuff like this, but to get the experience and for something that's pretty low, chill, cool vibes, I would do this, because it seems very low, chill, cool vibes compared to the type of nursing that I've done in the past. Everything has its new challenges, but when something is just too goddamn much. Okay, so that's med surge, home health role. We talked about that. Case manager. Oh, home health. Yeah, hospice. Let's see, what else do we have on here? This med surge, telemetry. I would try telemetry as well, because it's not patient care, like direct patient care. And yeah, I would just try it. And ICU. Honestly, yeah, I would do like everything for 6 months. Some stuff I ain't gonna be doing it for the full 6 months. I'm be like, and I'm gonna overlap it with something else. But I would do something. I would do other stuff. Okay. So my name is da da da. I'm a health recruiter. Da da da. Orient positions. It's not even telling me anything about the job. See, like if you want to tell me about something, like just give me all the information right there in the email. Like I don't want to have to hunt for stuff. So let's see. Yeah, I would need to get some coding experience. Let's see. This is a children's clinic, and they're looking for a revenue cycle auditor. So they're trying to make sure that their money is right. So let's see. As a member, it's responsible. So the revenue cycle auditor is responsible for pre and post payment claim auditing and medical records, and associated clinical documentation to ensure proper coding and charge capture. So what's the difference between this and medical billing and coding? I guess they just want the nurse. Oh, because you're an auditor. So you're coming in and double checking what somebody else already. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Duh, Brandy. Like, yeah, that's why. You ain't the one doing it. You making sure that they know what they doing. This is why you have to have the knowledge of billing and coding. Okay. That made a lot of sense, child. Let's see. Ensure proper coding and charge capture, billing in accordance to with standard billing policy. And also they're trying to see if a person didn't get billed for everything that they needed, that they went ahead and got billed and got sent out some more stuff so they can get some more money. Let's see. The successful candidate will possess coding and auditing experience through knowledge of ICD and CPT application, the ability to communicate effectively with internal and external customers, ability to develop procedures and training materials. Oh, probably they're going to be training some people. Associate's degree in healthcare or managed care environment, CPC or CCA, and 2 or more years in healthcare managed care. So you can also work on being like a what is that called? MDS nurse. I believe that. I don't know if they know a whole lot of IC. They don't get exact billing. Yeah, they don't have exact billing. What do you call it? HIM health. Yeah, that's kind of with MDS nursing, right? Health information management experience. Wouldn't you say that's like kind of like, but you still need to know more about billing and coding? I don't know. Do you gotta be certified, or do you just have to have, let's see, minimum? That's your abilities, but what's your qualifications? Licenses. Okay, what is this CPC license? Let's look that up. How much are I paying for me to do all? Oh yeah, the other place. Let me calculate how much that was gonna be for the what do you call it? For the other auditing job, healthcare. CPC license. So health care management, certified professional coder. Okay. Let's see how much. And yes, this is what it is. Yeah, you do have to do this training in order to, is this CPC though? Or is it CPH? See, I remember this training. You do this to become a billing nurse. Because I remember somebody was telling me, not a billing nurse, an MDS nurse. Because they was like, yeah, you just have to do the training. But only RNs could do it. I think I was still an LPN at the time. Let me see. Certified in health. CCB. No, wait. Can you have a CCB? CCA. See, they trying to get me. CPC. I want a CPC. I'm not going to click on that, even though I know that. How do you get CPC training? What is it called again? Certified Professional Coder Training. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I'm looking at this right, but it says, is this just for this program? This is how much it costs? Because it's saying the cost of the program is $173. It only costs $173 to become certified in coding. I could have been did this. Because how long is a class? Hold on, y'all. This can't be right. $173. What does it take to become a certified? Prepare for the exam. They're saying prepare for the exam. Is there a class? Is it like kind of like real estate? You know what I'm talking about? Let me see. Like how like with real estate, it's not really a class. You just study the exam and then you take it. Prepare for the exam. pass the CPC exam, upgrade your CPC apprentice. Okay, but how much does it cost? Like, what is this? Is medical billing coding, perks of becoming, how to become a medical coder. Here we go. How to become a medical coder. Because the thing is, my mother-in-law is a coder. And shoot, she need to just go become a nurse and just keep doing coding and make bank. How much was it? How much did I say this job was? Auditor. Hold on. How much I say they paid? The first one that I clicked on. Let me see. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. Okay. This is one was in Texas. 56. So it's around 30 something an hour. And then it's 100K. Let's just do, I don't know, how much do you have to make per hour if you're making 100K? Like 40 something? I don't know. Yeah, $48. So that's still not a lot. I'm not saying it's horrible, but if you already just have to have your license and this is still good. This is still good. All you have to do is have your license, finish the schooling, get some training. Get some experience coding. And then, okay, so here it says this is how much it costs to take the actual test. But this is still good money if you are not wanting to have to do direct patient care. You can do it remotely. Probably make your own schedule. You could be living your life. You could be living in freaking a whole other country doing this auditing and living real good off 100K a year. And shoot, hell yeah, this would be a good retirement job. Not like a retirement job, but just like something that you just do later after you had a little bit of experience. Do something like this nurse auditing job, and it's remote. I would do this. I would totally do that. Like if it wasn't me. Like me, I wouldn't do it, but like if I was somebody else, I would do it. Yeah. Okay, so that's enough of looking at jobs. Let me know what you all think of these type of videos. If you're interested in these type of videos, I'll definitely post more. Yeah, so I hope you all like this video and let me know what you think about it. And I can probably, like I said, do more videos talking about jobs in different areas. Even though I'm not working right now in healthcare, I like entertaining it, and I like to be able to still talk to y'all, my audience. So let me know what you think, what type of other videos you want to see. I'm in my closet, honey. I work in the closet, and then when it's time to stop working, I close the closet. All right, you all. Bye.